Hey there everyone, welcome to Vampires the Masquerade, Shadows of the New York. Well, not the part, but you know what I mean. So, this is a storytelling game. Basically, as it's basically just me reading the game and picking choices. I found this game during Halloween, and it was cheap, $5. So, might as well give it a try. I did play, I didn't play, I wanted the introduction, but I realized I wasn't recording, and then I didn't get my intro, and then so on. So, welcome, and I hope late luck provided you all with good luck and good fortune. Now let's get right into it then. Fair warning, I can't read for Jack, so if I butcher the words or mispronounce them or get stuck on a phrase, I am very sorry. I just suck at reading. Welcome to my castle. Don't expect everyday logic to work here. It went out of the window sometime after midnight, maybe earlier. My kingdom is not of this world, you see. It lies far outside of concrete, tangible reality. I've tried to identify the way people reach it and am convinced it has something to do with the moon. Some say the moon's aura can turn them insane. You've heard the phrase moonstruck and lunatic. The way I see it, moonlight gives them some subliminal, big word for me, permission to reveal their true selves. And so whenever they let the silver radiance guide them to the gates of this place, they feel different. Once they pass the doorstep, they're ready to act out. A dance of horror and marvels begins. It's 3:31 a.m. Welcome to Big Beat Burger? Big Beat? Okay. If you're here at this hour, you're not exactly readying up to be a productive member of society. Come tomorrow morning, more likely you're praying that the sunrise never comes. Okay, big word. Insatiable, right? Insatiable children of the night gather around, hoping to bask in afterglow of tonight's victorious unwind after a frustrating series of failures or simply fight to keep themselves together. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here greedily revealing in every interaction they have no idea they are only here for my amusement. To them, I'm just a random girl. I'm a chick. Sitting in the corner. Really? I guess I'm posset. Posset. Same damn thing. I say the same phrase. Possum. But this domain, I've been coming here almost every night for years. I know where to sit, where to look, and where to eavesdrop for maximum amusement. I'm basically a voyeur, and unashamed to admit it. It gave me insight about the human condition I'd never otherwise have gathered, and more importantly, a necessary skill to set and make ends meet as a journalist. As I write on my crappy old laptop, patiently waiting for the legion of negative voices in my head to get too tired to offer useless feedback, I keep my senses peeled to pick up stories around me. Of course, a lot of regular events such as food fights are nothing to write home about, aside from an unfortunate tendency to become collateral damage in someone else's battles. Up to this day, I've had to wash my clothes because of Coke, Diet Coke, hot coffee, apple pie, and some sort of improvised honey mustard bomb. Every stain tells a different story. But in reality, everyone knows the true king of soda is Dr. Pepper. Am I right? Up top. I'm a dumbass. Sometimes this hobby is exhausting, sometimes it's disturbing, sometimes it's dangerous, although not as risky as back when I wasn't carrying pepper spray. Still, the sights I've taken in over the years have made it absolutely worth it. I've gotten so many stories I don't know where to begin with. Wait, what am I, a journalist? Theoretical breakups, impromptu mourning parties, unexpected friendships forged in the fires of senseless battle. Like what? Some Naruto and Sasuke level stuff? Like, friendship forged in... No? Technically, that wasn't senseless battle. Yeah, screw it. A lady in a gorgeous Givenchy dress ordering a box of take-out chicken nuggets, paying in cash with her hands completely covered in blood. She was asked if she wants a napkin. She said no. Two 30 macho dudes shamelessly going for it in the wait, shamelessly going for it in the hushed moaning, filling the lobby while everyone around them valiantly fights to act as usual, maintain the illusion. You're telling me that there was two guys going at it in the restroom, and someone had to pick a fight here to drown out the moaning? Okay, okay. Alright, this game is already impressing me. A straight-up kung fu fight between two diminutive cashiers and some drugged bodybuilder going through a psychotic episode trying to break all the Why do you still work here? The big guy left the joint, fully convinced he KO'd himself, while the service workers were just standing next to him, seemed proud of his. Wait, what? A middle-aged hag gathered. Oh, give me a minute. I gotta process this real quick. So, two guys were going at it in the bathroom stall, and a roided up person was trying to break windows, pick a fight with himself, knocked himself out, and someone said, "Good shot." Wait. Okay. Okay. A middle-aged hag getting a heart attack after screaming her lungs out, not let the Muslim. Wait, what? Lungs out. Let the Muslims near her food, just because she saw a white girl wearing a hairnet behind the counter. A masked couple robbing the restaurant of 30 hamburgers, forcing the employees to cook at gunpoint. Police later said that those are art students reenacting some hipster book they read. I'm curious what book it is to rob 30 hamburgers. This is life. This is humanity at its worst and best. And then this is a noise that serves as a foundation for my creativity. This is the soma that keeps me going. This is Sigh Julia. Huh? As pathetic as it may sound these days, this is the only place where I feel alive. Wait, that's me? My name is Julia? Sometimes I think of myself as a leech, feeding on these people's stories, emotions, and personalities just because I'm not satisfied with mine. At times, I think of my psyche as some kind of shitty postmodern construct that is a fundamentally incapable of honesty, but only years for something felt and truthful. Does this even make sense? I look at the screen of my laptop. It's 3:47 a.m. For me, it is 12:56 a.m. At this point, I'm almost symbolic, but nothing interesting has happened yet. Feels like all the customers are watching at each other tonight, hoping for the others to provide a fun diversion. This is my turf. You parasitic douchebag. Next time, go find your own. I think it's time to call it a night. The coffee I always order so that they don't kick me out is undrinkable. Ugh. I unread the rough draft I've been working on for the last 6 hours. God damn, this is pure trash. Oh, so we're, oh, okay. I'm you. You're me. I am thou art I. I hope the backspace button until Google Documents page is nothing but a calm white slate, and let out a but a calm white slate and let out a sound of deep relief. There is no pleasure more intoxicating for a frustrated writer than raging on someone even worse than them, and that is a target is easier than the dumb bitch you used to be. Dumb bitch you used to be 10 minutes ago. I checked the time again. I need to go. I have an important meeting tomorrow at 10 a.m. and I have a hunch it's not going to end well. And it's not because I'm irresponsible dumbass who's going to need a few cups of coffee. coffee to simply function on a basic level despite like 4 hours of sleep, it's because I always have a hunch things are not going the way they're supposed to. I can relate. Click, click, no, click, clack, click. Oh, I'm laughing at dumb things. The loud clatter of the loud clatter of keyboards assaults me from all sides, makes this splitting headache unbearable. Used to be I dreamed of nothing else but being a part of the New York Lodestar edition team. It was the first magazine I started reading regularly. The first magazine I ever bought for myself. Now simply hearing the words Lodestar is enough to ruin my mood, never mind seeing all those old farts phoning in more reactionary opinions, columns, and Wikipedia level analysis of current events. Click, clack, click, click, clack. They used to destroy and rebuild my entire worldview every month. They shaped my thinking about politics, art, journalism, and they've been pointed me toward my favorite cigarette brand, for God's sake. Then some talented... Sorry, 1 minute. So much reading. So much talented people started leaving for greener pastures, some got to wrapped up in their own nourishes, and some became complacent. Man, I should have never gotten this reading game. All the committed of the sin of allowing themselves to grow older. Fresh blood was deemed unnecessary, even though young freelancers kept being bled dry. These days, whenever someone from the outside Lodestar talks about Lodestar, it's because a few idealistic contributors willing to accept meager pay while putting in serious work dumbasses. Other than that, magazines specialize in publishing pale echoes of proactive ideas I heard somewhere else a few years prior, wrapped in aesthetic that hasn't been cutting edge for a decade. No wonder the relationship is in a free fall, but even though the ship is sinking, the old guard won't let it go down without a fight. As in, if anyone from the outside attempts to board the vessel in hopes of fixing its course or its holes, they will be swiftly taken care of. I should know. Been there, done that. Wait, is someone moving? Oh, really? I don't know if you guys noticed, but you guys can like see like people moving. I didn't notice that. As it stands, the only full-time staff members who doesn't make a regular attempt to cringe myself with his writing, Brian, is Lodestar Edition in Chief Brian NG, the man sitting in front of me right now. Of course, he only has time for editorials, right? These days, a drop in the sea of needs. Managerial duties hit him hard. It's the second time he lets out a theoretical cough like this. He said his piece. Now it's up for me to react, and I'm coming up blank. But what do you want me to say, Brian? I'm pissed off. I can't tell if you already made up your mind, but you still want to go through with the motions. Just make me feel listened to. Whatever. Let's do this. Brian, the guy is guilty of major fraud. The man's a sexual harasser, Brian. You're protecting a complete puss. Is this puss? Boss? Pass, I'll go pass. Now look, I know my article sounds like a character assassination, but it's just because the guy gave me enough ammo to make him look like a Swiss cheese once the story goes live. My sources are legit. They provided receipts for everything. They faced all kinds of injustice and are crying out for help. So why are you siding? My God, words. So why are you siding with corporate shitheads and not them? Your sources are not the problem here. I've never said they were. You're avoiding the course of the issue. No, I believe I've pinpointed in the precise way. If it were up to me, I'd greenlight the article here and now, and we wouldn't be having this conversation. But you're killing the article just because some rich shithead told you he doesn't like it. Get real. This is not about some millionaire jerk calling me to make me an offer I can't refuse. What is it about then? Because it looks awfully like it's about my bosses telling me this outlet can't afford the legal action we have already been threatened with. So millionaire interference. Oh, for crying out, Julia! Don't make me don't make me treat you like a child. You know how this works. Our publisher story is thesis versus Gawker all over again, a lawsuit here, a lawsuit there, until we're bled dry. I have a mortgage, and I have 3 months waiting to be fed at home. I have an amazing team that doesn't deserve to be torn apart over some. Don't you think it's telling your method? You mentioned your mortgage first. Oh man, I am so sorry. I'm trying. Silence. Just asking questions. I know, but better to get these empty semantics arguments with you, Miss Sawinski? You're good at them, but the problem is you're still not good enough. Meaning, you're too in love with waving a good story and establishing a seductive narrative to let facts get in the way. You got it. Oh my god. Okay. Switching voices gets me lightheaded. You've got enough boring pursuits, that word, with principals on board with these days. They've always given you facts because that's all they can do. I'm using facts as a way to approach some kind of truth. Except the facts blindside you, and Double Spiral has enough facts to water down your story to the point where it makes no sense to publish it. Their HR and PR are working overtime to deliver a convincing counter-narrative, and now they're doing a great job. Won't mitigate the damage completely, but will put every little thing in question. Jesse Montgomery, is a racist, a fraud, a sexual predator, and a downright sadistic fuckhead. I like you, Julia. I like you. Julia. Let me say it again. Okay, I'll say it again. Jesse Montgomery, last name, whatever, is a racist, a fraud, a sexual predator, a downright satanic fuckhead. Do you personally believe it or not? This is not. You've listened to the tapes, you've heard the transcripts, you've been seeing the documents, and you've got the files. I'm asking you for your personal opinion. Do you believe it or not? Click, 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 clack, clack, click. Of course I do, but that's beside the point. It's not, look. How about I just say it out loud and save us both some time? We're not having this conversation because there's an actual conversation to be had. You set up this meeting knowing very damn well there is only one way it's going to end. You've got a mortgage, 3 months, I said months this whole fucking time. 3 mouths to feed. You pressurize the well, being of your direct surroundings over some nebulous concept of greater good. I get it, really, I do. Yet for some reason, it seems like you're only prolonging the conversation and realizing your decision so that I forgive you, officially exonerate you. I'm not the bad guy here, Julia. Well, let's talk about this real quick. He's hiding the facts. He's not letting me publish his story. But he does have a family. So if we say yes, it would make our relationship worse. But Julia has a point though. If this guy is all that she's claimed, and you're still covering for it, even though, yeah, probably because he is a millionaire, I think this would be the best one. Yeah, I think you are. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Julia. You got me right there to it. Julia. But I know you're generally a decent guy, so you must have prepared something you can say to turn this ship around. I'm still waiting for you to say it. You've made your deal with the devil, but you're not the type to sell your soul. So just tell me, how can you make this up to reset your karma? What have you got? He mutters something under his breath, ending with a self-pitying chuckle. Bad guy, decent guy, a victim of circumstance. I don't know if you really care about the distinction. But to be honest, a Lodestar edition in chief. All I've got for you is something that will make you think I'm the biggest scumbag in the universe. Oh come on, don't turn this into a pity party. No, I'm absolutely a scumbag. And why is that? Because I'm fired. You fucking asshole. For a brief moment, the state of my bank account displays before my eyes with startling clarity. A howling void opens in my chest and starts traveling towards my stomach. No, don't panic, you idiot. Get more information now. There must be a couch. And about my work? You're joking. Is this final? He's gonna deny my work. He's gonna deny it. He's probably gonna destroy it, throw it away, something. I can see you're joking, but he's probably gonna be sarcastic with me. So, is this final? They told me that there will be consequences if the outlet ever picks up your work again. I shouldn't even be telling you this stuff. I did everything in my power to change their mind. I'm sorry. They? What they? Who is they? He glances left and right and then points upward for the short moment where he speaks up again in his hushed voice. You know, the big kahunas? Can't really question them, and they wanted your head on a silver plate. He's not looking me in the eye. You're not joking. I would have never joked about stuff like this. It's real. Fucking hell, it's real. Damn it, 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 all to hell. All these years, all this grind, all my plans, and for what fucking... My god, I'm gonna get demonetized, I swear. Fucking asshole, you know I deserve better, and I always deserve better, and I always ends up with me going down the drain, back to the sewers. Fuck! Now, take a few deep breaths. Don't lose the plot now. Keep yourself together, you idiot. The moment you show weakness, they go for your throat. Get back in control. You can't do this. I wish I didn't have to, but it's a lost cause. No, I mean, it's impossible. Julia, you can't fire someone who's never been hired in the first place. It takes him a few seconds to put on his "oh, I get it" face, let out a troubled gasp, and started massaging his temples. Lodestar has been the biggest source of income for the past few years. That much is true, but technically nobody has ever hired me. It was all freelance jobs. Oh. A full-time position only served as a kind dangling carrot, a promise of a decent pay grade, career perspectives, maybe even some kind of insurance to save my failing health. And the recognition I would get for being a part of this Lodestar team, a position that everyone around me seems to respect me aside from me, then why did I want it so much? There will be time to mourn. What could have been? For now, I should act like I don't care. You know what I mean. If I let you work, even under a fake name, it would go guillotine for me. This is ridiculous. You know I'm going to start shopping this story around the second I leave this room, don't you? Of course, I know. I told him. Any responses? Let us worry about that. Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all. Click, click, clack, click, click, clack. I do wonder if I could accustomed, yeah, to one of these loud mechanical keyboards some people here love to use. Okay, sorry about that. Whatever. No, whenever I did my work in here, I still expected to bring my own crappy laptop and sit closer to the lobby. Always on the outside, no matter how hard I try to break in. A vibration in my back pocket feels like a bad omen. I decide to ignore it for now. I've been working on this fucking story for, I don't know, 16 months? On and on? And off? On and off. I know. You kept cheering me on. I know. We have been... We have even agreed on the pay I'd receive. I know. I'm 2 months behind on my rent. No, wait. 2.5. I catch him off guard. He's momentarily taken back and then gives me an empathetic stare. Don't you dare look at me this way. Don't you dare no, you don't have the right. I didn't know. Well, now you do. Look, if there's anything I can do to help, if you can tell your big kahunas to fuck off, I don't think there's a single thing. Julia. I pull out a smoke and light it up. Gotta get back in control. Please don't do that. There's a smoke detector here. No worries, Nick. Nick turned it off a few weeks ago. Probably the most creative thing he's done in the past 5 years. Good old Nick, the perfect 21st century cinema reviewer, never has an original thought of his own, just relies on his purely algorithmic taste to stay likable, and the best thing is, it works. Funny, I used to dream about his job. It was a Brian who has killed this team, killed this dream, making me realize Nick won't be unseated anytime soon, and offered to teach me the ways of an investigative journalist instead. Wasn't the career I ever wanted to pursue, but to my dismay, I turned out to be surprisingly good at it. Sorry. Until this Montgomery thing happened. Serves me right. Lessons learned. Should have pursued my dreams instead. Stop it, Nicholas. Stop it. Nicholas is a good friend, a respected critic, a member of my team, and I put that smoke and put out that smoke. People tell me I let you step all over me. Why do I even let you act this way? Because you once told me honesty is the most important in the mentor-student relationship, and that it works both ways, and because I thought we were friends. He bites his lip and stares sideways to avoid my... Is he getting a kink out of this? At the end of the day, bosses aren't friends. Must have been a terrible mentor if I didn't even teach you that. Could have been better. You are still responsible for me. ... He really is trying. He's not like he's doing it on purpose. So I don't know, I'm going this one. Oh no, you're not getting off the hook that easily. You're still my mentor, and I will make sure you take responsibility. You're getting rid of me, at least point me in the right direction. I need to get my shit together fast. I can't do it on my own. Fair. I might have failed as a guide, but I will do what I can to not leave you stranded, okay? There are options. None of them are remedy of all your troubles, but... Ugh, wait a second. Another vibration in my pocket. Another foreboding feeling this time. I reluctantly take the smartphone out of my pocket. If it has to rain, why not let it pour? A new email. It's a lengthy one. And the sender, speak of the devil. No, it can't. No, this can't be. Christ. I just got an email from Mila Lopez. She claims that she's just been laid off from Double Spiral, same as Mike Antonoff and Jared Rivera. What? It's what happened. I'll spare you all this insults, okay? The key thing is that it seems that HR knows all the confidential information about my journalistic investigation and used it to shut everyone's mouth. Hell, apparently Montgomery walked up to Lopez as she was emptying her desk and told her to thank me for being a quote dumb as a dumb and careless. I can't even see that here. I'm gonna leave it that way, just in case. Brian goes pale. I think it was a very good reason to. You fucking scumbag, you outed my sources. What? Of course not. What are you even saying? Oh, don't you dare play coy. It must have been either you or me, no one else. And you know the way I work. My investigations was basically untraceable, both on and offline. Carefully picked meeting spots, in, encryption, there you go. Upon encryption, every direct quote rewritten 5 times just in case all sorts of red herrings scattered around. I know my shit. You know I do. And this timing, did you pass a flash drive to your beloved big kahunas during a meeting as a sign of goodwill? Look, I get you're upset, but why don't we talk this through calmly? They're not good options. Alright, sorry for... No, fuck off. No, fuck you. Okay, let's take it step by... No, fuck you. You're right, we should... No. I like that one. Fury takes the wheel, and I'm just here along for the ride. I can't do anything about it. In the deranged way, realizing you're just a passenger in your own body feels liberating. Just let it all unfold. Calmly, fuck you, Brian. Julia! I've been paranoid for months and months, acting like everyone I don't know was an assassin or a corporate spy. I know I haven't messed up, and not in a way that would implicate all of them. You goddamn, you thought you could get away with this? Huh, you motherfucker? Huh, bitch? Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't done anything improper. Don't push the blame on me. So what, you're claiming it's my fault because you're never the guilty one? It's always the bosses, the economy, the obligations. You have that and now me? You're being silly. Quit the... What the hell's that? Martier? Martier bullshit. Calm down or I'll have to... You're immortal... Yo, you immoral shithead. You motherfucking... Calm down for God's sake. And so it goes. I yell out... Oh man, the mouth she has. I yell out a lot of words I wanted to say for a long time, but held back. A fling of insults I've been workshopping for years, hoping I never use them. I break a few things. At times, for a split second, I see pity in somebody's eyes. It's gonna haunt me for a long time, but in the heat of the moment, I don't care. These people, no, this company has nothing left to offer me, so at least let me take this catharsis. My god, I must sound like an idiot. In the end, a security guard has to escort me out of the building, and that's the end of my journalistic career. I just feel my... No. Okay, relax, Boston, relax. Deep breaths. Okay. Okay. I just feel like my world has crumbled into nothing. I mean, you have every right to. Like, Jesus, if I were you, I would have already broken down into a sobbing mess. Who the hell's Dakota? I'd love to, but I'm on a subway, far too proud to cry in public, even now, and it's stupid, but I feel like someone out there keeps destroying everything I hold dear, just to see my reaction, like it was a prank show on someone was waiting to record me crying. So, out of sheer spite, I'm doing my best not to cry. Fuck you, whoever and wherever you are. That's not the that's the most Julia Sawaniski thing I've heard. Spite as the greatest motivator, huh? Not feeling particularly motivated to do anything right now, to be honest. I just want to stay in my bed until the shithead landlord calls the cops to forcefully evict me. not surprised. Shit. I know that whenever life decides to fuck you over, it's always one thing after another, but this is too much. How much is too much? Let's recap. This is the last week of June 2019. Well, I'm 2 years ahead. I've been kicked out of my job. Well, not that I've ever been hired, so let's just say my mentor broke every vague promise he ever made with me. A big thing I've been working on over a year and a half went down the toilet. It's all useless. My boss didn't protect my sources properly, and now they keep trying to reach me through every possible channel to threaten me or just to yell at me, and they have every right to react like that. All of my side gigs were shut down, nobody replying to my emails. Someone's been dragging my name through the mud behind the scenes, and it worked. I still have no idea who's sending these shitty messages around. I've been asking, but listen, don't worry about it. I'm not going to stand idly by and watch you get cancelled by some mean-spirited, delusional. I said, don't worry about it. I have 3 unread messages from my landlord. The message previews were stressful enough. A call came from Chicago. Apparently dad has a bladder cancer. Mom has hysterics. She'd go crazy if she heard about my situation, so I had to pretend everything's okay whenever she calls me. I can relate. And she calls every day, and she just won't hang up. Before she offloads all of her burdens on me, and I can't blame her, because we all had to learn to cope with dad's psychotic tendencies somehow. I was robbed of all my documents, and what little money I had gone. Don't even know where it happened. It is driving me crazy because I'm always extremely wary of pickpockets. The list goes on. I don't want to sound paranoid, but it really feels like a concrete, concentrated, come on, concerted, Nathan, concerted attack. Paranoid is a good anyways. I know you always hand wave the topic away, but just remember that if anything happens, my place is your place. You don't have to get through it alone. Who is Dakota? Is it my best friend, my sister, my lover? I've been a trouble magnet, as self-centered as I may be. I don't want it to affect you. I know. Listen, I have another call. Alright, just call me if anything happens, no matter how dumb it seems, okay? And swing by whenever you can. Alright, I will. Thank you. See you. I put my phone away, exhale blankly, and stare in front of me. Christ. I glance at my reflections in the window. Just look at this, idiots. Whenever the situation requires me to dress formally, I still feel a bit I still feel a bit like a child cosplaying as an adult. Should have just followed the dress for the job you want. Advice and continue dressing up like the trust fund kid who keeps partying on Brooklyn rooftops for years without a care in the world. It's only after a while that I realize the car is empty. Unnaturally so. I start feeling uneasy, but someone enters my peripheral vision. Oh, whoa, what is this? And the last thing I conceptually, I can't read. I should stop while I'm ahead. I wish I should stop while I'm ahead. Consciously register, the world dissolves. What the hell? Did she domain expand me? Am I in the Gojo world? Oh, am I in the infinite void? When I came to, I'm out of the subway, standing in the back alley I don't recognize. It's pretty dark. My eyes start adjusting. I try to figure out what happened. There's a gun in my hand. A faint salute? know what that word is. Somebody stands in front of me, covered in shadows. I can't fully make out her face, but she's staring at me with a visible intent. She speaks, her voice is raspy and rognious? At that word. Her tone hateful and mocking. Aren't you a nasty one? What is going on? Who are you? Don't play coy. My mind goes blank. I look at the ground. There's a body riddled with bullet holes. Oh, crap. I just shot someone. The corpse belonged to Mike Antoff, one of the double spiral whistleblowers, my source. He was just threatening to get back at me a few hours ago. Was it self-defense? Before I can feel the tiniest bit of compassion, I face a terrible realization. They will think I'm guilty. Oh my god, am I guilty? How is this real? It wasn't me. I don't even know what's going on. Listen, I was just riding the subway. Again, don't play coy. You knew him. He was mad at you. You started telling him sob stories about your situations. No. Yeah, alright. He wasn't having none of it. You got mad. Things escalated. He died. That isn't true. It's plausible, but that doesn't make it true, or does it? This is just a nightmare. It doesn't even make sense. It must be a dream. If it is, if it isn't, the person in front of me must be responsible. There is a faint voice in my head screaming that it's her, that it's her world, that I'm just living in it. What the fuck have you done to me? Nothing yet, but I'll do what I can to get you locked up for a life. This is murder in the first degree with special circumstance. Her drenched voice in a non-sensual tone only reassures me that this can't be real. I refuse to believe it is. Before I even manage to think this through, I point the gun at her. If I didn't murder him, you wouldn't be acting like that. You wouldn't be standing in front of me. You'd be running away, calling the police, begging for help, yelling that I'm a psycho. You are a psycho. But I'm not a coward. I won't let you walk out of here alive. This doesn't make a single lick of sense. Tears well up in my eyes. Doesn't seem like he's crying. Why are you doing this? Because sometimes one has to confront what they're really made of. There's no way about it. She's gotta be nuts. Slowly but surely, she starts walking towards me. Stop right there. I'll shoot. Go on. It's the only way you can get off the hook, isn't it? The only way you can survive, but you will definitely prove you are a monster I claim you are. What the fuck is this tone? So controlling. Synthetic? Yeah. Inothic. Fuck the word. Patronizing. I'm serious. For your own sake, you better be. She keeps getting closer. Maybe I did kill Ansel. Maybe I don't deserve to live. Maybe it's less tiring to not live. Maybe I should just let her take care of me. Maybe I will just wake up. Or maybe this is insane reality needs to be rejected as violently as possible. Maybe a world that wants to destroy me deserves to be destroyed. She's right in front of me. It's now or never. Oh. If I shoot her, she doesn't even look human. She can just like, bah, block, like put her hand on the trigger, like on the barrel, and just block the bullet or dodge it. So, I think let's not shoot. I won't shoot. Just help me, please help me. I will. She yanks the gun out of my hand with ease. Her strength is horrifying. Actually, it turns against me. Then she pulls the trigger. With a gaping hole in my heart she used to be, I fall down onto Antop's body. If it's any consolation to you, if that's the way you are, there's no chance you are going to amount to anything. I've just hastened the inevitable. Your low life not even worth drinking. I'm just angry at myself for wasting so much time and resources to give you a second chance, Sierra. Wanted me to... Sarah wanted me back in Chicago as soon as possible, so I have to wait a bit longer. Ah, well, I have no idea what she's talking about, but I am in no condition to care anymore. The comfort of death will come for kind and kindred alike. Huh. I should probably reset. Alright, I'm back. Alright, shooter. I close my eyes and squeeze the trigger. I'm afraid to look at what I've done. I've been to the shooting range once and felt absolutely horrified by pistols. Such a small thing, but it can easily puncture a hole in the fabric reality it is made of. Never knew I'd be able to use it against another human. Sure, if you want to call it that. The very thought makes me want to puke. You were a right choice after all, I'm so glad. You haven't allowed yourself to break, but you've crossed the line I needed to cross. There's a silent flame in you that could become inferno if left unchecked. I sure hope it will. She's still alive. Her voice is coming from behind me. She puts her hands around my waist, and her cold mouth touches mine. Oh, what the f... I can feel my shirt getting violently torn off as I don't understand. What the f... This is your final test. Congratulations. You have proven yourself worthy. Looks kinda cute. I can feel something sharp inside sliding into my neck. It's not too painful, just startling. Think, a doctor pushing a needle into your vein without a proper warning. Then it hits me. Pure bliss. The dopamine receptors I've considered completely fired until now suddenly recover and start bombarding me with different pleasures I've never known before. I finally let the tears go. They come flooding. They've been waiting for years. It's such a relief. Is it raining? I feel like I'm in the middle of a dialogue. Deluge. At least. Washing away of all my fears, all of my sorrows, all of my anger, all of my pain, all of my ego. I become one with the world, and the woman behind me, she's holding me tight, making me feel like the only thing important in this world, everything else a blur. I feel something intense toward her, something I never felt before. Is this love? I hope it is. This is not you. This is a familiar, cynical voice in the back of my head. It's okay. I never felt particularly fond of me anyways. New York, you're perfect. Oh, please don't change a thing. He who laughs in the shadows always has the last laugh. Hallelujah, praise me. When everything in cliche, nothing is it. Nothing is. Isn't this words? Isn't that Isn't that the every other distant utopia I've been chasing all along? People on the other trains, I hope you're doing fine. Gosh, shut up, just enjoy it. You finally understand. She's making love to me, she's giving birth to me, she's burying me? I'm pretty sure I've been dead for a while. I'm pretty sure I could stare at my own corpse in her hands from a distance. For a moment somehow. And then I'm alive again. She lifts her mouth from my neck. No, wait, I taste blood on my mouth. Was I drinking her blood too? I realized that whatever this was, it's over. I have to bask in the afterglow while I still can. I also immediately understand that I'm going to chase this fleeting feeling for the rest of my existence. Finally, she let out a whisper which concludes the ceremony. No matter what happens next, don't forget you're a monster. But you were lucky enough to be born into a world of monsters, so don't you ever mourn that fact. Embrace it. Wow. Well, I'm gonna end it right there. That was a lot to begin with. A lot of butchering words I did. My god, I'm so sorry. I could probably read more books, to be honest. But anyways, I'll make a part 2 very soon. Well, if it goes well, hell, I don't even mind playing the whole series. Well, I keep claiming that a lot. Let's see. If I can get like around what? 10, maybe 10 views? 10 views? I'll I'll post another one. And the same thing goes with the Tale of Iron. But as for now, I'm end it there. I'm going to end it there. I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see you all very soon. Now take care now.